Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Qigong for Health and Wellness. My name is Susan Churchill. I'm so happy to be with you today. So let's start our day with connecting to peace, right? We've got to get ourselves in alignment so we can enjoy our day. Hi, Pam. So stand, sit, or lie down. If you're standing, stand, straight, bend your knees, elbows a little away from your body. Bring your hands in prayer position and start to feel the connection to your life force and connecting into the earth and connecting up into the heavens and all around you. And we'll use the sounds of nature and my neighborhood to sink into your knees. Soften, soften, soften. If you've already been running around today and getting things done, or your alarm just went off, welcome, welcome, welcome. A little smile on your face. And see if you can feel what peace feels like for you today. What does it feel like as you breathe in? What if you imagine peace is just coming in with every breath? And what if you allow peace to release with every exhale too? And if you exhale through the mouth, that starts detoxifying effect of the body, for the body. Breathing in peace, letting it locate any extra energy that your body doesn't need anymore. Transform it into something beautiful like colored smoke or light or butterflies, and breathe it out. Let your eyes soften. You've got your eyelids closed, but then maybe another, like inner eyelid, like, and another one and another one and another one. So your brain your brain stops looking outward and just looks in and says, "Oh wow, this is a beautiful place in here, isn't there?" And feel peaceful energy, maybe even yellow or golden light running through you, softening your shoulders, your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, going deep into your bones and bone marrow, saying good morning, sending a little suns everywhere to say good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, let's experience this for another minute. And when you're ready, gently let go of your hands, bring them down, elbows a little away from your body, and bounce from the knees. Let your arms, the weight of your arms, just gently stretch those shoulders down, softening, softening, softening. A little bit out. Tuck your chin in a bit. See how that feels. You've got a nice song today. And as you're bouncing, I'll just come over and say hi to everybody. Okay. Hello again to Pam, Lily, Maria. Hi to Dorothy, Christine. Hi, Faye. Hi, Patricia. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And let's just bring our hands up gently. Hi, Yipeng. Good to see you too. And let your hands just flap. And you can have them higher than mine, or you can have them lower, one up, one down. If you can get those elbows over the shoulders, that stimulates the heart and lungs. Hi, Martha. Close your eyes if you can, if you're comfortable doing this. Now remember, you can do Spring Force Qigong standing, sitting, or lying down. Morning, Lynn. How is it by you today? Today we have possibility of rain, but I don't think we'll be running inside anytime soon. So even though my arms are up, I'm feeling my shoulders, and if I start to go like this, then I'm like, okay, soften the shoulders. Hi, Isabel. We have quite a crowd today. How wonderful. So we're practicing on our own wherever we are in the world, and we're practicing together. And when you're practicing together, or you're doing one of these recordings, or you just connect to everybody when you're practicing, that's a lot of support that helps you. So we'll bring our arms down, we'll go side to side. Just let the arms swing, the shoulders are doing the work. Open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed. I have, over here I have my garden, and I'm apparently just growing cherry tomatoes for the cardinals. They keep eating them. Oh, that's okay. All right. Let's unwind ourselves. How is that? And then just kind of notice what's happening inside. Notice how there's all kinds of stuff going on in there. And you're alive. Feel that life force. Awesome. So we will do some shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders up, and you're going to know you're doing it right if your arms are just swinging as you move. Head goes back, scrunch back. Make sure your knees are still bent. Close your eyes, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And feel as if maybe there's a sun above you, right? And it's just melting the head and the neck and the shoulders. All the tension goes. And slowly lower the shoulders down, the head comes up. We don't do anything fast really here. Okay? And so you go slowly, and it actually is good for your muscle strength too, to go really slowly. And then we're going to pull the shoulders down on purpose, and just imagine any stress as little balls that just roll right off your shoulders. Maybe they turn into butterflies and fly off, or they go into the ground and become flowers. And then release. We'll do that 2 more times. So lift those beautiful shoulders up. Head goes back. Have you told your shoulders they're beautiful lately? Have you appreciated your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers? Release the shoulders down, the head comes up. Whoosh, feel spinal fluid and chi just coming up and cleansing. Or you might feel like the light coming down through you and helping to release out any extra tension. Let's do one more. Shoulders up, head back. you're someone who likes to jump up and get cycling and stuff in the morning, that's awesome. Maybe do a few shoulder shrugs or something like this, or a little bit of bouncing beforehand just to bring yourself back together. All right, we'll continue with tapping and cupping. Tapping the cheekbones, open, open, open. All blockages are gone, completely healed. And then the beginning of the eyebrows, open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed. Cup the top of your head. Cup the base of your head. We're going down to the C7 and massaging, or you could do a pinch and release, or you can massage around, or you can do 2 hands, whatever you like. And we're just going through the whole body, and we're saying, wake up, you sleepyhead. Anybody know that song? I'm back to the player piano. Now we're cupping to wake up, to stimulate the meridians and energy channels that go to all of our different organs. So these are for the lungs and the heart. So let's get those awake and ready for a beautiful day. And cup through the kidney area. Rub with the back of your hands and the palm. Put a nice stretch in there. Tap your tailbone, come down to the tailbone, hold the first finger and the thumb together, a little circle. We learned that when we were dipping into Master Lynn's Head to Toe Heal book. And now tucking your thumb in. And you can actually do this different ways. Like I do it this way, but you also have your knuckles facing you. So give it a try both ways, see what feels good for you today. Come down to the knees and cup the tops of the knees. We're coming through the body, telling the organs, the muscles, the bones, everybody, good morning. Skin. Love your skin. So if you have been like, well, I love every part of my body except, then the one that you're accepting, that's the one. Maybe focus on for a whole week and say, I love my knees. And if they're not working the way you want, they'll come up on the toes, down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant. There we go. Then say, I'm grateful there's healing. I'm grateful, I love the pain in my knees so that it releases. I love the pain in my knees releases. How's that? That kind of thing. So we'll try to have the love in front, and you could do that too when you're going somewhere. Like I did that going to the doctors, didn't want to go at all. So I set love ahead of me. I imagined every single step, getting up, getting ready, and all the way into the office. The room is filled with Qigong light. And the funniest thing happened. The doctor came out and was like, hi, Susan, how are you? Giving me a big hug. So yeah, it works. Awesome. All right, so that's the active exercises. Get into beginning of the universe. So now we are going to put our order in for what we want for today. So we connect as much as we can. We want to get to the vibration of unconditional love. So we're standing, feet or sitting or lying down. Feet shoulder hip distance apart. The elbows are out. We stretch the fingers and toes. Again, another way to stimulate those meridians that go to our organ systems. And let your toes kind of spread out if you can. And then release almost all the way. Elbows are out. Tuck your chin in. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if you can at this point. That's our intention. And now we're getting ourselves in our body position so it just feels comfortable that we could just stand here pretty much forever. So that's the ultimate. But you still say it, I'm standing effortlessly. And then we feel the life force. Close your eyes, much easier if your eyes are closed. And feel yourself kind of phasing between physical and light, energy and form. And then we say the password Master Lin gave us. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. And let's pause here. What does that feel like if you just pour your visualization, your understanding of the universe inside you? Does it help you to feel expanded? The universe and I combine together. How about that? And then we connect to what's most divine for each of ourselves, each of us, right? We're combining with our God, with our Creator, with our masters and guides, with our angels, with our family, with what we can trust all the time. Color of the purple African violets that are still from my dad's house and memorial service. I don't know how African violets have that sparkle, but it just is amazing. And then we ask for what we want. I am so grateful that my mind is, I'm able to keep my mind, like focused today. Or I'm grateful that all my worries just roll off. Or I'm so grateful for healing in my tailbone or my kidneys or whatever it is. Just ask for it. And then today we're going to start back with the first element, the healing movement, from Master Lin's 5-element practice. So that's moving yin and yang. So take your right hand over your upper chest, left hand over the lower dantian, elbows are out, see? And there's space between your body and your hands. So you don't want to be right on, you don't have to be way out here. So whatever feels right for you, like you're maybe hugging a tree. And see how we're making a little yin-yang symbol, especially if you go like that, right? There it is. And this is a wonderful one just to hold. So you can do this. It's called forming of yin and yang. And we get into forming of yin and yang first, and then we start to move it. So to move it, you take your right hand out and down, and your left hand comes in and up. And you use your elbows to guide the movement. And then you use your attention, your mind, to focus on what it feels like. Can you feel the chi moving as you move your hands around? Can you feel this column of light? We have our eyes closed, our chin is back, the tip of the tongue's touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. We're smiling. Start my internal love engine smile. The knees, we could bend them a little bit more. Bring in more kidney chi for our day. And then how about our breathing? So you don't need to coordinate it with your movement in this one. What you can do is called Qigong breathing. And so you breathe in, and when you breathe in, you actually bring your lower abdomen in a little bit. Doesn't have to be a mega thing. Remember, we're doing little, slow and little here. And when you breathe out, you release that. So you breathe in, and you bring your abdomen in a little bit, and you breathe out, and you release it. Now, I'm talking, so I'm breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. However, if you can, breathe in and out through the nose. I was breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So now when I stop talking, I get into the right rhythm of breath. And that is because when we're doing these movements, we are letting the chi go internally, and we're not in detoxification mode at this point, we're in healing mode. So breathing in, and you can breathe in the color green or the feeling of happiness. So breathe that in, And then when you breathe out, let extra energy be transformed and turn into green butterflies if you'd like. Or maybe even just leaves that the breeze just sends off back to the ends of the universe. So that's extra energy that you don't need. So we're going to let it go. So you're like, what is this extra energy? Well, it could be things that you were angry about, because this movement helps the liver system, and anger can do damage to our liver systems, including our eyes and our gallbladder and ligaments, tendons. So let's let that go. We don't have to know about it. We don't have to remember all incidents. We just have the heart open up to say, I am grateful, and I let go of what I no longer need, and let me let go of anger and bring in forgiveness. And as you're doing this, you might notice there's a color in this column of light. And as you're moving your hands, you might feel certain parts inside that are kind of letting you know they're there. And so we've got, keep going, I'm just going to show you if you want to look. We have a lower dantian here behind the navel. That's our vitality center. And that's where our chi cultivates, and that's helps with our kidney system and everything, but that's our whole vitality center. So we really want to keep that strong. And we see it as a gentle light. And then we have in the heart center, we have the middle dantian, and that's like a bright light. And usually when you're working, you're going to be using or working with that area, and you don't need to, say, oh, it's time to go to this one or that one. Just trust that everything is working to help you meet what your intentions are. So go ahead and put intentions in of feeling happiness coming in through every pore and tissue and organ, and just saturating yourself maybe with different colors of green. You could, have fun in your, like a little coloring book, and you just color yourself with all different colors of green. And you don't have to keep it to your liver system either, see? Oh, hi, Alicia. Hi, Susan. And just let yourself be happy. Bring in happiness. What's happiness feel like for you? What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? What's it taste like? What's happiness taste like for you? So I'm going to be quiet and let you just experience what happiness feels like, and just know that you're releasing what you no longer need as something beautiful, transforming into butterflies or flowers or lightning bolts or anything that you like, hummingbirds, and releasing out of your muscles and out of your joints, and out of your eyes. What if you just thought about your eyes getting so clear, crystally clear, and you can see perfectly without glasses? Let's do 2 more minutes, and realize that you're putting yourself first. And you're learning that when you do that and you fill yourself up and you concentrate on doing what's best for your body, mind, spirit, soul, that you're helping others just by doing that, by being an example, and also by being a radiator. So we're radiating happiness as we do this. How's that feeling? Slow down your movement a little bit and see if you can feel this column of light. Can you feel your hands going through it, moving it? Can you feel it going up through your spine even? And just clearing. We're helping to rebalance yin and yang in our organs and organ systems in the whole torso, throughout your whole body. You don't have to limit it. Feel as if you're turning this column of light and it's your whole chi field. And you're giving, you're going through a little chi wash. I like that. And then when you get back to the center point, and both of your hands are in front of your lower dantian, you can pause here. Now traditionally, the right hand ends up in front of the lower dantian and left hand out for females, left hand in, right hand out for males. And you can see if you stop the opposite way, if you want to switch it, or if this feels right for you. There's no worries, all right? And now take 3 deep, gentle breaths in and see if you can breathe in through the outer hand to the inner hand and all the way into the center of the body. That's that lower dantian. And then breathe out through them too. See if you can feel that. Can you feel the breath going through? And then what we'll do is let's bring our hands together like this. We're going to interlace the fingers and bring in all of the chi. You might see it as a ball of light. And bring in all your experiences today, whether they were all positive or they're like, I just didn't really want to get up and do this at all. Just bring it all in, because that's what we're learning. We need to be every part of ourselves, and not just like put those parts that you don't like aside. Let's just be all ourselves, inclusive. And we'll see this as a ball of light, and then we spin it, faster and faster and faster. And it gets smaller and brighter, and smaller and brighter. It's just condensing down. This energy is condensing down to what we call a dawn. And then it turns into a tiny little energy pill. And mine looks like, I don't know, looks kind of like a crumb of a brownie, actually. That sounds good to me. And we're going to tuck it deep behind the navel. All right. So now let's rub our hands together. Whoa. Hey, that's 2 days in a row I'm dropping my glasses. That's funny. Rub your hands together. Take 2 fingers, slide up the sides of the nose, of the forehead, around the face, and down the chin. Those of you that are off already to the next thing, have a beautiful day. If you can hang out, and you can do some more of these, which these are called the soothing exercises. So right now we're rubbing down the ears and pulling the earlobes. This is a great one because it goes, and it's kind of like getting a massage over your whole body. And you might notice when you do it 4 or more times, they can get really hot. So that's something you might want to play with um, as well. So if you're still with us, we're going to just go down the body a little bit and say, all right, we're all set for the day. We're healing, we're jiving, we're in balance. Under the arm and down the sides. Come back to the back and the kidneys. Just give some more love there. And rub with the back of your hands and the palms. Tap your tailbone. And tap your hips again. Just coming down and saying every part. I just love every part of my body. Inside and out. And we're going to have a beautiful day together. And I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen to the messages. Come up on the toes, down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant. I'm going to listen to the messages that my chi, my energy is telling me, that my body is telling me. And you may notice that. That's very interesting. I'm learning so much about that even more with my coaching and with learning inner child reparenting and EFT. So if you want to talk to me about that anytime, please do. It's very exciting, and I love to talk. You know that. All right, one giant 10,000 hand breath in. And we bring our hands over our heads. Bring the hands in prayer position. Know that the universe is just pouring down gifts for us. And we accept the gifts of the universe because we don't know what our day is going to be. We have intentions toward it. And so all these wonderful things, our resources, are going to be available when we need them. So let's say thank you, thank you, thank you ahead of time. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Bye, everybody. All right. And we'll do 1,000. Oh, I did it already. Okay. Okay. Very good. So we'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll send you many, many blessings as I always do. And I do look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Okay. Bye.